Sadyr Zhaparov is a Kyrgyz politician who was the acting Prime Minister of Kyrgyzstan in the interim government following the resignation of Sooronbay Jeenberov amidst electoral protests. Zhaparov also became acting president of Kyrgyzstan after Jeenbekov's resignation, but resigned himself on 14 November 2020. On 10 January 2021, Zhaparov was elected as president of Kyrgyzstan. Zhaparov has been described as a nationalist and a populist. He has been compared to politicians like Ilham Aliyev and Donald Trump. Zhaparov was born in Kengsu, a village in the Tup district in what was then the Kyrgyz SSR within the Soviet Union, in the family of Nergojo and Kudik Zhaparov. After finishing his middle school education in 1986, he joined the Kyrgyz National Academy of Physical Culture and Sport. In 1987, Zhaparov was drafted into the Soviet Army, where he served for 2 years in Novosibirsk as a commander in a telecommunications division. After returning in 1989 with the rank of junior sergeant, Zhaparov continued his education in the academy until 1991. In 2006, Zhaparov graduated from the Kyrgyz Russian Slovak University with a degree in law. Zhaparov began his political career after the 2005 Tulip Revolution. In March 2005, he was elected as member of the Supreme Council from the Tup electoral district where he headed the Kelychek parliamentary faction. He was a supporter of President Kurmanbek Bakiyev. In 2006, Zhaparov was a member of the State Awards Commission. In 2007, he was deputy chairman of the Amnesty Commission. In the 2007 parliamentary elections, he participated in the lists of the pro-presidential party AK Jol, which won the majority of seats in parliament, but went on to work as an advisor to the president. From 2008 to 2010, Zhaparov worked as an authorized representative of the National Agency for the Prevention of Corruption. In 2010, President Bakiyev was overthrown in the Kyrgyz Revolution of 2010. As a result of inter-ethnic clashes that took place soon in Osh and Jalalabad, Zhaparov and his associates took an active part, which according to their own statements, they tried to prevent clashes. However, they were accused by opponents in supporting the Kyrgyz nationalists. In the October 2010 elections, he was re-elected as a member of Supreme Council on the party list of Ata Jurt, which led by Kamchaibak Tashiev, which won the majority of seats. From there, he became the chairman of the Committee on Judicial and Legal Issues. Since 2012, Zhaparov has advocated the nationalization of the Kumtor gold mine located in his native Issyk-Kul region, and accused the management company, Centerra Gold, of environmental violations and corruption. In this regard, he gained popularity among his fellow countrymen. During one of the rallies for the nationalization of Kumtor in the fall of 2012, the protesters attempted to take over the White House in Bishkek. Tashiev and Zhaparov were both charged under Article 295 of the Criminal Code of the Kyrgyz Republic. Forcible seizure of power or forcible retention of power. In March 2013, the Pervomesky District Court of Bishkek found them guilty and sentenced them to 1 year and 6 months in prison. But in June 2013, the Bishkek City Court acquitted the politicians and released them in the courtroom. On 27 June 2013, during the protests against Kumtor in Karakol, the protesters tried to kidnap the Hakim of the region Emilbek Kaptagev and take him hostage. The Kyrgyz authorities accused Zhaparov and Kubanichbek Kadyrov of organizing the plan. The protest leaders were detained, but Zhaparov, who denied his involvement, fled Kyrgyzstan where he lived for some time in Cyprus. In 2017, Zhaparov attempted to return to Kyrgyzstan. On 25 March 2017, he was detained at the Kyrgyz-Kazakh border. In the case of allegedly attempting to kidnap Emilbek Kaptagev, he was sentenced to 11 years and 6 months in prison. While in prison, Zhaparov founded the political party Mekhonshil with Kamchaibak Tashiev. Between 2018 and 2019, the party and its supporters grew and organized protests against Zhaparov's imprisonment. On 5 October 2020, protests and demonstrations against the results of the parliamentary elections began throughout Kyrgyzstan. After the release of Zhaparov from a seized government building on the 6th of October, he was taken to Alatu Square in Bishkek where he sought appointment to become prime minister. Members of parliament staying at the Dostuk Hotel approved his appointment that night. However, with the opposition's nomination, Tilak Toktogaziev, declaring himself to instead be the legitimate head of government, Toktogaziev asserted the election to be illegal, claiming that members were pressured by Zhaparov's supporters who had gathered near the hotel. Opponents of Zhaparov also highlighted the absence of a quorum and a violation of parliamentary procedure. On the 13th of October, then-President Sooronbay Jeenberov rejected Zhaparov's appointment as prime minister due to proxy voting.